What is going on, guys? I hope you're all well. Now, we've just had 4 cracking fights. 4 amazing fights on pay-per-view. It makes me laugh when people saw the names, the casual audience, where like, do you know what? It's for, not household names. Partly Inoue is because he's pound for pound. But even though Nakatani's a pound for pound king and is outright, people still don't really know him in the wider audience. Yet 4 fights delivered perfectly. All 4 fights definitely give you your value for money, but at the same time, from a neutral perspective, it didn't really give a very eye-catching glimpse of how good Japanese fighters can be, as all 4 of them all underperformed in my eyes. Now, Tsunami against great fight, absolute cracking fight end to end, but at the same time, if you want to become a world champion in 10 fights, like he's just said many times, you need to perform better than that. Don't get me wrong, great matchmaking, but when you step up to them 10-12 round, WBA top 10, top 5 international belts, you need to perform better than that, because someone who is more seasoned than Quintana, someone who's got a bigger blow than them, much more technical ability, they'll school you. Don't get me wrong, he's a solid southpaw, good footwork, he can box and move, he can mix in the middle, but he needs to be better. And that's why I believe he will do great things, but he needs to go at his own pace. Stop trying to rush things under 10 fights. That is the worst thing you can do as a fighter. Now we had another great fight. Amanga against Garcia. Again, a fight too hard. Amanga boxed perfectly first 5 rounds. I gave him the first 5. The second round or third round arguably could have gone to Garcia, but I gave him 5 round shutout. And I thought Garcia won the last 5. But obviously with the knockdown that came in the 8th round, that gave him the edge on the scorecards in my eyes. 95-94 either way is fair enough. 96-93 even for Garcia, I don't know what that's all about. But the pair of them did well. In Manga, he kept giving up his reach and let Garcia, volume punch, pick his punches, where you're not meant to give up your reach against someone like that. So I think all in all, both fighters performed well, but Garcia should have stepped up the gears earlier in the fight instead of leaving it too late, because he was very lucky that the judges gave it to him, because on any other card, that could have been, a little too late. But luckily, although it was Japanese fighters on the cards, they luckily favoured Garcia, so no one got robbed, thank God, as that seems to be a common theme with other fighters. Now the co-main, the pound for pound number 6, Unreal Southpaw, Junto Nakatani. But has he been proved, has he been exposed to what Inoue can do to him, if someone like Sebastian Hernandez can do that to him? Unreal fight. If I'm completely honest, I had it 7-5 to Hernandez. I could see a draw, and I could see 7-5 to Nakatani. That's fair enough. It was a close fight, could have gone either way. But at the same time, how did one of the judges give it 118-110 to Nakatani? How? There's absolutely no way that's a credible scorecard. Well, if you look at the scorecards here, all 3 judges gave Nakatani the last round. Yep, that was a clear Reyes round. I have no idea how they've done that. Poor Sebastian Hernandez Reyes being robbed of one of the biggest, upsets in boxing history, or of this year to be precise. Great fight, went toe to toe, and in my eyes he came out on top. At least a draw in my eyes. But if you're going to purposely give him the last round when it was clearly Nakatani, you should have just gave it 120-108, because what's the point in trying to make it close and competitive like that, when if you're just going to give it to Nakatani and give stupid rounds that clearly went to Reyes? It makes no sense. But the first half of the fight, he boxed amazing, but it seemed he slowly gassed out and the pressure of Reyes, slowly smothered him. But I don't want to jump to conclusion, but his output was great. But it did show signs of Rodriguez going to allow your fight. If you know, you know. I'm not going to say too much. Now, Inoue against Picasso. Good fight, but at the same time, Inoue was in first gear the whole time. It didn't seem like he stepped up the gears, stepped up the pace. He was quite happy to, just ease into it, just coast. Picasso landed a few good shots. He was game as they come, but he just couldn't work out the skills and speed of Inoue. Where credit to him, he's a crafty individual. But at the same time, it does, suggest question marks, where if you saw the things with the hand wraps behind the scenes, and, he could barely put a dent into Picasso, is Picasso tough? Or, was the hand wraps, a significant factor where he usually does that, where he fights in Japan, he gets away with it? Who knows? Obviously, it's all speculation and nothing confirmed, so for legal reasons, it's just, I'm just questioning the situation. I'm not saying it's true. But all in all, he's a pound for pound best fighter in the world by a mile. But at the same time, I wouldn't be bothered if Inoue Nakatani wasn't made, because after both their performances, it's like, do I really care about it? Not really. Do I want to see the fight? Yes. But if they said, for example, you know, we're both going to go down a different route, you know, Nakatani fights Bam and Inoue fights God knows who, sure, why not? Wouldn't be arguing against that, would not care in the slightest. So I think all in all, pay-per-view wise, bear in mind it's 20 quid, $40 for you in the States. You get your good value for money. Overall, I'd give the whole card a 9 out of 10. The Tasami fight, or Satsumi, however you want to say it, great fight, overcame a lot of adversity and shown that he has potential to be the real deal. Second fight, Tiger and Manga, great fight, another fight of two halves, but obviously Garcia came on stronger at the end. Nakatani, Sebastian Hernandez Reyes, what a war, what a fight, could have gone either way. But at the same time, I feel the scorecards sort of tarnished the fight, and that's what people's going to remember. They're going to remember the 12 rounds of non-stop action. And then the main event, Picasso, game, strong as they come, but Inoue showed the skills, fundamentals and speed, and that's what got him over the line with a very wide 12-0 win in my eyes. But that's it, that is my full card review. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, subscribe, and have a great day. God bless.